On a quiet, isolated farm surrounded by endless fields and silence, an elderly couple lives their final years while caring for the land they have known all their lives. Their peaceful routine is shattered when the father becomes bedridden after suffering a severe illness. The family's adult son, Michael, and daughter, Louise, return home after receiving worrying news about their father's condition. They expect to face the pain of saying goodbye to a loved one, but they soon realize that something far more terrifying has taken hold of the farmhouse. Their mother appears emotionally exhausted and strangely distant. She insists that they should never have come back because their presence will only make everything worse. Before either sibling can understand what she means, tragedy strikes the family in the most horrifying way imaginable. The shocking event leaves Michael and Louise trapped in a nightmare that seems impossible to escape. As the days pass, strange noises echo through the old farmhouse. Doors open on their own. Whispers drift through empty hallways during the night. Shadows move in places where no one is standing. Every room seems filled with an invisible presence watching the family. At first, Michael tries to explain these events logically, believing stress and grief are affecting everyone's minds. But the terrifying encounters continue to grow stronger, making it impossible to ignore the supernatural force surrounding them. Louise begins experiencing disturbing visions that blur the line between dreams and reality. She hears familiar voices calling her name even when no one is nearby. She sees figures standing in dark corners before disappearing without a trace. Sleep offers no comfort because every nightmare feels just as real as her waking life. Fear slowly replaces hope as she realizes the evil presence knows her deepest memories and greatest fears. The family's father lies motionless in bed, unable to speak, yet strange things happen whenever someone enters his room. His eyes seem to follow people despite his condition. Objects move without explanation. A heavy feeling fills the air, making it difficult to breathe. The atmosphere becomes darker every day, as though the house itself is feeding the growing evil. Michael struggles to remain strong for his sister, but he also begins witnessing impossible events. He hears voices outside at night, only to find empty fields stretching into darkness. Animals behave strangely around the farmhouse, refusing to come near the building. Even the family dog senses danger and reacts with fear whenever the unseen entity approaches. The siblings search for answers, hoping someone in the nearby town can explain the terrifying events. Instead, they discover disturbing stories about ancient evil, death, and unseen forces that prey upon families during moments of grief. They begin to suspect that the darkness surrounding their home has existed for much longer than they ever imagined. Every attempt to leave the farm ends in emotional confusion. Guilt pulls them back toward their dying father, while fear tells them to escape before it is too late. The evil force appears to thrive on despair, manipulating each family member through terrifying hallucinations and emotional torment. It creates convincing illusions that make it impossible to know what is real. As the haunting grows more violent, the farmhouse transforms into a prison of fear. Mirrors reveal disturbing reflections. Familiar faces suddenly appear twisted and terrifying. Ordinary conversations become filled with suspicion as trust between the siblings slowly breaks apart. The unseen presence seems determined to destroy the family from within rather than through physical violence alone. The emotional weight of losing a parent combines with relentless supernatural horror, creating an atmosphere where every quiet moment feels dangerous. Instead of relying on sudden scares alone, the terror builds through isolation, silence, and psychological manipulation. Every scene increases the feeling that an unstoppable darkness has already won. Michael desperately searches for a way to protect his family, but every decision leads to greater tragedy. Louise questions her own sanity as reality continues slipping away. The evil force grows stronger with every passing day, feeding on grief, hopelessness, and fear until escape seems impossible. The final act delivers an unforgettable descent into darkness. Long-hidden truths emerge, revealing that the family has been caught in the grip of an ancient evil far beyond human understanding. The horrifying events leave the surviving characters questioning whether faith, love, or courage can truly overcome a force that has existed for generations. Rather than offering comforting answers, the story embraces uncertainty and relentless dread. Its chilling atmosphere, haunting cinematography, and emotionally devastating performances make every terrifying moment feel deeply personal. Instead of focusing on monsters or graphic violence, the horror comes from the fear of losing loved ones, the pain of grief, and the terrifying possibility that evil may exist without reason or mercy. The Dark and the Wicked stands out as one of the most unsettling supernatural horror films of recent years because it combines emotional family drama with slow-burning psychological terror. The film creates fear through silence, isolation, and hopelessness, leaving viewers haunted long after the credits roll. For horror fans who enjoy atmospheric storytelling, disturbing supernatural mysteries, and relentless suspense, this film delivers an unforgettable experience that proves sometimes the greatest horrors are the ones we cannot see.